My name's James, and welcome back to the Suicide Door Diaries. If you're just joining in, this series follows a full restoration of my 1967 Lincoln Continental convertible, from teardown to the final drive. In this episode, the car officially starts coming apart. Now, this assembly might sound like the easy part, and it is compared to putting it back together, but what really matters is how it's done. At Street Toys, Jesse and his team document everything. Each piece is carefully photographed, bagged, and labeled, and it's the attention to the details that matter and help ensure that the rebuild will be smooth. For me, this stage has been exciting in a different way. I'm not the one doing the physical work, and I'm not actually there while they're doing this, but editing these videos and following along gives me a unique perspective on the project. It lets me be part of the build in a way I normally wouldn't, and I'm really enjoying that. While the teardown's been happening, I have been focusing on another big decision, specifically the interior color. So I don't think I've shared this, but my plan is to paint the car black, just a classic. At first, I thought about going triple black, like black paint, black top, black interior, classic and clean. But as I dug into photos, I started to worry. Would it feel too plain? Would it really stand out? I talked it over with Jesse, and he thought the same thing. Then I reached out to Rich Liana, who has restored more Continentals than I can count. He actually helped me find this one and connected me with the original buyer, and has been a big help over the last couple of years when I've had problems. He agreed. He said, look, triple black looks sharp, it's popular, but it can lack that spark. As I've mentioned, I want this to be factory correct. I want this to be original. So I am very much limited to the factory correct interior options, unless I change direction, of course. And there's 8 in total. And I'll drop the full chart in the description for everyone to look. But the ones I'm leaning towards is either dark red, which is really more of a maroon. It adds character but still keeps things subtle. Other choices that are factory correct with the exterior color black include saddle, dark ivy gold, silver, black. In addition, there are 2 parchment options. There's one with a saddle appointment and one with a black appointment. The tricky part is I haven't actually seen any of these in person, and I can't even find any real pictures of parchment options. And so, having never seen the dark red interior in person sort of raises some questions, like, will I actually like it? What do I think? So, I've been told it looks great, but I really would love other people's input. Like, what do you think? Should I go with dark red? Should I stick with the triple black? Or pick something completely different? If anyone has any photos of the parchment variations, please share them. Or if you've seen any of these combinations, and once again, or better yet, have photos, please share them in the comments. I would love to hear people's feedback. I would love to get a dialogue and just hear what other people have seen, what they think. I mean, this is a decision I actually need to make pretty soon. Since the leather fabrication has nearly a 1-year lead time, I'm ordering from Leather Restorations down in Florida. Jim Wallace bought the business about 10 years ago and has been doing restorations for over 25 years. He builds factory correct upholstery sets along with the carpets and will also be my source for a new top. I've already made that deposit for the set just to make sure that I'm in the queue. But as I mentioned, I wavered on the color. I was ready to go black and I just doubted myself. That's part of what makes this project fun. The details, the choices, and figuring out what will make this car truly stand out. But it also means we don't have room for error. If I get it wrong, it'll be expensive and tough to fix. I can't just send it back. Let's switch gears a bit and talk about the Lincoln Continental itself and why, for me, the 1967 convertible is such a special car. I mean, first, this car represents the end of an era. 1967 was the final year Lincoln built a convertible, and in fact, it was the very last 4-door convertible offered by any major American manufacturer. Only 2,276 were made that year, which makes it an incredibly rare car even when it was new. The design actually dates back to 1961, when Lincoln completely reinvented themselves. But I'll touch more on that in later episodes when I go more into depth into the history of the Lincoln Continental. The new Continental was smaller, sharper, and far more elegant than the oversized Lincolns of the 1950s. It introduced the famous rear hinge suicide doors, which not only gave it a dramatic signature, but also made it easier to get into the back seats. By 1967, the Lincoln Continental convertible had grown into a true heavyweight. It stretched over 18 feet long, nearly 80 inches wide, and weighed more than 5,700 pounds, heavier than some modern pickup trucks. That weight partly came from all the structural reinforcements and the famously complex power top mechanism. The entire roof folded away automatically into the trunk with a system of motors, relays, and hydraulics. When it was down, the deck lid closed flush, leaving a clean, uncluttered look that no other convertible of the time could match. Under the hood, the 67 carried the largest engine Lincoln had ever built up to that point, a 462 cubic inch V8 and nearly 500 pound-feet of torque. It wasn't a sports car, but the goal was effortless power, 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds, and a highway ride that was smooth, silent, and almost overbuilt for comfort. Inside, the car came essentially fully loaded for the era. Power steering, power brakes with front discs, power windows, automatic ventilation, vacuum-operated door locks, even options like early climate control, cruise control. Lincoln's slogan at the time was, "Come live the Continental life," and they meant it. This was a rolling statement of American luxury. So when you look at a 1967 Continental convertible today, you're not just looking at a classic car, you're looking at the last of its kind. The final four-door American convertible, a piece of engineering theater, a symbol of an age when design, ambition, and luxury came together in one incredible package. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We will make more. Unfortunately, we didn't film the second day of the disassembly, and for that, I may only have a time-lapse video. But please do like, subscribe, please comment, give some of your feedback on what interior you think I should go with. Please let me know what you like about this video, what you would like to see more of. This is very much an experiment. I'm trying to make these as great as possible, share my experience, and hopefully make it enjoyable for people to come along for the ride. This journey is going to be ongoing. I think I mentioned before, this is going to be another 18 months. There's a lot to come, a lot to do, working with some really great people to bring this together. I'm really excited. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.